Hey guys, just like I promised, I was gonna do the 15 movies that I watch every year. I'm gonna do these a little bit quick, just to knock them out real quick. So I'm gonna do as telling them as much as I can without spoiling too much either. So number 15 is Christmas with the Cranks. A lot of people hate it. A lot of people love it. I like it. I like Tim Allen in the movie. I like Jamie Lee Curtis in the movie. They're both funny. Of course, it's some people say it's not as funny as it should be, but it's good enough for me to enjoy. Number 14, Ernest Saves Christmas. You can't go wrong with Ernest because every movie he does, it's always funny. It's always something about him that makes the movie just that much better. And this one is no different. Ernest Saves Christmas is definitely one of the ones that he I think he overdoes it in this movie sometimes because he uses the sleigh with the elves, and it's just yeah, it gets very interesting towards some of the parts. At number 13 is a movie that came out I think last year or the year before. It's on Disney Plus. It's only a Disney exclusive, I believe. It's a movie called Naughty Nine. It's about these 9 kids that are on the naughty list, and they didn't get nothing for Christmas, so they travel to Santa's workshop to get their presents without being seen. I'm not going to spoil the whole movie, so if you guys want to go ahead and check it out, please go on to Disney Plus and give it a watch. At number 12 is actually a hard copy right here, and that is Daddy's Home 2. This is actually a phenomenal comedy style like Christmas Vacation. It is comical and it's funny. All the characters, Mel Gibson, John Lithgow, Mark Wahlberg, they all work together. Will Ferrell, they all work well together. They all make the movie just that much better. The kids are awesome in the movie. They make it funny. They make it a little bit like whoa style sometimes, but it's definitely a good movie to watch. It's definitely ranking higher sometimes than Christmas Vacation because it's more noticeably a Christmas movie because everyone's spending the holiday, and it's funny. They're trying to find a Christmas tree. They're doing the a manger scene and stuff like that. So it's definitely a funny movie to watch. Of course, you can't go wrong without Christmas Story. It's a classic movie. It comes on every year. There's not much else to tell about it. I mean, it's a good movie. So another one on my list is called Almost Christmas. This movie stars Danny Glover as a father and husband who loses his wife a few months before Christmas. Everyone comes to the house for Christmas, and things go funny, things get serious, so it's like in between of a drama and comedy. I would say it's more of a drama than anything, but number 9 on my list is a movie called Four Christmases with Vince Vaughn and Reese Witherspoon. They're both phenomenal in this movie. That's funny. Basically, they go to each one of their parents' homes for Christmas. They're all of their parents are split up. So like Vince Vaughn's dad is separated from his mom, vice versa on each side. So it's they all go to their houses, and it's just goes from there. Funny. Number 8 on my list is a movie called 8-Bit Christmas. This is a very good, like, reversioning of A Christmas Story, because basically these kids want this toy that they've wanted, and the parents are like, no, 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 you can't have it. It's not a good idea to have, and this and that, but it's a good movie to tell. It's a good story to tell. I don't want to spoil anything if you guys haven't seen it yet. At number 7 on my list is a movie called Scrooged. Basically, it's a modern versioned style of A Christmas Carol, which is also on my list. So that knocks out another one. So that is number 7. So that was number 6. So number 5 on my list is, of course, Christmas Vacation. Can't go wrong with Christmas Vacation. I mean, it's there. It's Clark Griswold. I mean, can you say anything else? There's so many comical scenes in this movie. It's just say the blessing. You know, I mean, you can't go wrong with that movie. At number, so that was number 4 is Jim Carrey's The Grinch. You can't go wrong with The Grinch. Classic movie. I've actually started liking this version a little bit more, but not as much. I think the Jim Carrey's version is still better, of course. But this one is definitely still good to watch. Alright. Moving on to number 3 is actually a series of movies. And let's see where that is. Hold on a minute. Let me see if I can find it. Got them all hidden under the bed here. I got physical copies. I'm trying to get as many physical copies of these movies as possible. And I'm talking about the whole entire series of the Santa Claus. Each one of these movies is phenomenal. Tim Allen plays this character amazing in these movies. Amazing. Each one of these is good as the other one. There's no better one or worse one. They're just all equally good. Now, just like I said, as a series of movies, these would not be this list would not be complete without 2 of the movies that made actually Christmas feel like Christmas, and I am talking about Home Alone and Home Alone 2. You cannot go wrong without these 2. Now, these are considered as one movie because they are actually the same story. The kid gets left behind in one way or another. He has to live and survive in a wacky environment, and he meets the burglars and this and that. So, yeah, and there's that. At number 1 on my list does not portray it as my favorite, but it is technically actually my favorite Christmas movie for several reasons, and I'll actually go into that. And that is The Polar Express. I'm going to say why I like this movie the most. Because out of all of these movies I've listed and how much they do with Christmas, this one is actually what Christmas truly means to a kid. The belief or not belief in something more like Santa Claus. And if you really pay attention, that's really what this story is all about. The belief in something that is seen or not seen. So when these kids go to the North Pole, the one kid's like, I don't believe that we're going to the North Pole, until he actually sees what he sees. But what does one of them say? Believing isn't seeing. Seeing is believing. So, believing isn't seeing. You're not seeing something because you believe in it. You believe in it because you're imagining that it's there. You're hoping that it's there. That's believing in something. Seeing it doesn't mean that you believe in it. I don't believe in this piece of paper, but I know it's there. So I believe it's there, but I don't, It's that whole, being a kid, you hope that there's a Santa Claus. But is there really? This movie is basically that kind of way. The kid has doubts until he knows for sure that he knows that there is a Santa Claus. And at the end of the day, the belief in something is greater than actually seeing it. So, I believe that one day maybe I'm get $1 million. But I don't see it yet. Right? So. But, I encourage you guys to enjoy any of the movies I've listed. They're all phenomenal movies I've watched over the years. Hopefully it gets your spark of watching Christmas movies. If it's not, then even if you don't even watch Christmas movies, just watch these movies just because they are good movies. You don't have to just watch them at Christmas time. They're actually good movies just to watch all year round. Honestly, I'll just say that. I watched The Polar Express. I watched this several times a year, and I don't care because it's actually a good movie. And the fact that I actually have it on 4K, I actually have another version of this movie with a special Blu-ray formatted cover. It's really neat. It has a snow globe on the front with the train going through it, and it's snowing in the background, and it's really nice. I encourage you guys, because I'm going to tell you this, guys, now. Physical media needs to be sparked back up again. Reason why I say that is because I bought a movie on digital and it's not mine anymore. So what I'm telling you is buy physical media as much as possible. I know it's like, well, but why? It's just a waste of money. I'm telling you for a reason. Nobody's going to come and take this from you. Nobody's going to come and take this movie unless somebody steals it. But nobody can come and take this from me, be like, oh yeah, you bought it, now it's mine though. No. Digital does that stuff. Digital will always do that kind of stuff. Just because you buy a movie digitally does not make it your movie. It is actually licensing the movie. You don't own the movie. Buy the movie physically. Keep the physical media alive. Buy a game physically. Buy a movie physically. Buy a CD. Keep the physical media alive. Because once it's gone, and when you guys go ahead and be like, oh, I want to go ahead and buy The Grinch. Go ahead and buy The Grinch. I'm going to tell you right now, when that company that you bought the movie on digitally says I can't show it no more because it's not, I lost the licensing to show it, you don't have that movie no more. Now you got to spend more money to buy it from another party. That's how digital works. People don't understand that. Buy physical copies of stuff. Do not buy digital. I was that kind of way until I lost my movie. I lost 2 movies this way. I bought a Terminator movie that way, and I bought one of the Fast and Furious movies. I bought it through a streaming format, not specifically this company, but something like it. I bought it through Microsoft Movies and stuff like that. Went to go watch it, it was not there anymore. I went to go look it up on their website, not there anymore. I looked it up in the website, on the internet, and seen what happened. They lost licensing to show it. You guys buy physical copies. I'm telling you, it's worthwhile. Yeah, but we have to keep it up, and it's so much space. I'm telling you right now, I'd rather have this physically in my spot than knowing I don't have to worry about the internet falling out. Because when the internet goes out, you don't have anything to watch. I still do. Buy physical media. Any of it. Games, movies, CDs, whatever you can find. TV shows, whatever. I'm on the hunt right now for the entire Sons of Anarchy complete collection on Blu-ray. That is my next goal. My next other goal is to buy every Marvel movie cinematic storyline from starting with Iron Man all the way up to whatever the previous movie, whatever the last movie was. That's my goal, because I do not want to watch digital. Once I know I have every copy of something, Disney Plus is gone. That's it. So, enough of my ranting. That was my top 15 Christmas movies that I watch every year. No in specific order, just what I watch, even though Polar Express is my top movie. But leave a comment down below what you guys think on my list. Leave a comment if you guys have one of my favorites, your favorites in my list, and how much you really like it. And then if any of these that you don't like, leave a comment down below. Leave a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget, Merry Christmas. Peace.